This is my absolute best 5 Mancera fragrances that I have in my collection, and I'm really curious to start showing you my list, guys. Stay tuned for this video. What's going on, guys, and welcome again to another video. A lot of you guys been asking me what are your favorite Mancera fragrances out there. I love Mancera fragrances. I have way too many Mancera fragrances in my collection, and I smelled way too many Mancera fragrances out there, but at the same time I haven't smelled everything from the Mancera house. Mancera or Montal, they usually release a new fragrance every half an hour, and I just can't keep up, guys. My wallet can't keep up, okay? But of what I smelled and I have in my collection, let me just tell you this. If you are new to the Mancera house, these 5 fragrances are one of the best, okay? And they are the best to me. They are totally different, totally unique. There's something for everybody. I made sure to get something for everybody. If you want a great woody scent, it's there. If you want a great rosy scent, it's there. If you want a very sweet mass appealing scent, it's there. If you want a coffee based scent, it is there. If you want a freshie, of course, we love our freshies, it's there as well. And without any further ado, and without making this video way too long, let's just start off with my list. But before that, please make sure to follow me on Instagram, first of all, and click that subscribe button and the notification bell to not miss on any of this guy in the future, and give me a big thumb up just for encouragement, okay? One more thing, these 5 fragrances, they're not in any particular order. Whatever I pick up first, it'll be first. Whatever I pick up last, it'll be last, okay? They are all great, and I love them all almost equally, okay? I have my favorites, but they are all still great, okay? My number 5 on my list is kind of like an oud based fragrance. It is definitely an oud based fragrance, but at the same time it's a easy to wear oud based fragrance. If you just want to explore more oud fragrances, but you just don't want to come across with very funky oudy fragrances at first, I would highly encourage you to try first Sand Oud. This is such a great fragrance, guys. I've been having this fragrance for the longest time. I love Sand Oud, okay? This oud here comes across very sandy. This is a great word to describe it. It comes across very dry, sack, like kind of like a deserty oud in a way. It's sweet, but it's not sickly sweet. It's definitely balsamic with a lot of woods in the background. It smells great. This fragrance is definitely just gonna get you compliments. It's very pleasing to the nose and very pleasing to most of the people, even though it's an oud based fragrance. I love this scent, guys. I find it to be very easy to wear, even though it's a very heavy fragrance, okay? And it's definitely one of my favorite Manceras. I've been having this fragrance for years and years now, okay? And I've been wearing the heck out of it. Can you tell? One of my favorites for sure, Sand Oud. It is definitely on my number 5, or it's not really numbered, okay? Great fragrance. My number 4 on my list is the best rose oud combo out there like ever. Seriously, guys, it's the best rose oud combo from the house of Mancera and Montal as well, just because it doesn't come across very rosy nor oudy. There's a big leather note here that's just kind of like taking the cake and differentiates this fragrance from being just a regular typical rose oud combo. This fragrance smells amazing. And yes, I'm talking about Black Line by Mancera. This fragrance is kind of like 1/3 rose, 1/3 oud, and 1/3 leather. And sprinkled with patchouli, like a really nice creamy and chocolatey patchouli, like on top, or like in the background, not on top. Anyway, this fragrance smells amazing, guys. It's got great performance, like all Manceras, but it comes across very smooth, okay? It's not in your face. Well, people would smell it from distance, trust me. But at the same time, a lot of Manceras and a lot of Montals, if you just put on like one spray here, it'll choke you out. This fragrance, it'll be strong enough, but it wouldn't choke you out, and people would smell it like from distance, okay? All I'm trying to say, this fragrance got a smooth factor to die for. It's definitely one of my favorites. I love to wear this scent personally, and it landed me tons and tons of compliments in the past. To be honest here, I haven't worn this fragrance on the longest time, but I'm really planning to wear this fragrance very soon, okay? I'm waiting for it to get a little cooler outside just to be able to rock it. Definitely a keeper for me. I would never get rid of this bottle, even though I have a lot of rose oud combos out there, but this is definitely one of my favorites, and it is my favorite from the Montal Mancera line. The best, okay? Black line, it's a must try, okay? Especially if you love leather and fragrances, this is a must try, okay? My number 3 on my list is definitely one of my favorite coffee-based fragrances out there. It smells more like mocha, or maybe more like Vietnamese coffee with condensed milk. It's sickly sweet, and it's definitely have a condensed milk smelling with coffee, okay? Oud Cafe, one of my favorites, one of the most underrated Manceras out there. I remember I got this one from Notino for $49, I believe few years back, and it was a blind buy, and I'm so happy to have this in my collection. It's really strong, sickly sweet also, so you're just gonna be careful, but the coffee note here is just to die for. Seriously guys, one of my favorite coffee based scents like ever. It's so underrated, not a lot of people talk about it, but Oud Cafe is definitely one of my favorites, and it deserves that spot like easily, okay? I love Oud Cafe. Please let me know in the comment section down below, have you tried Oud Cafe or not? My number 2 on my list is definitely one of my most complimented scents from the house of Mancera. I remember every time I wear this fragrance, definitely when I am going out at night, winter time, it definitely gives me attention, gives me compliments, and I'm talking about Instant Crush by Mancera. This one is kind of like one of the newer Manceras. I'm not saying that it's new. This one came out like maybe like a year and a half ago or something, but when it came out, it got a big buzz just because this one resembles a lot Baccarat Rouge 540 from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I love this one, and I love Baccarat Rouge. Honestly, if I have to choose, I'll choose Baccarat Rouge because Baccarat Rouge got that crispy note that this one doesn't have, but this one is definitely much thicker, definitely more masculine. This one got definitely woodsy backbone that would make this fragrance way more masculine than the original Baccarat Rouge. So if you find Baccarat Rouge to be a feminine fragrance for your liking, try this one instead. This one is definitely woodsier, much denser, much sweeter. So if you are into sweet woodsy fragrances, this one is definitely gonna be for you. A lot of people, a lot of you guys out there love Instant Crush. This is one of the recent hits from the house of Mancera, and it's a hit for a reason. It smells great, okay? Even though it resembles Baccarat Rouge, but this one is a great fragrance on its own, okay? And they did a great job adding that woodsy note, just kind of differentiates it from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge. Great fragrance, and it is on my number 2. My number 1 on my list is definitely my favorite Mancera. This is my favorite of everything I've smelled from the house of Mancera. I've tried a lot of Manceras, guys, but nothing, honestly nothing, comes across as versatile, as pleasant, as most complimented fragrance like this one right here, and I'm talking about Cédrat Boisé. A lot of people love this one. I know for a fact that this is very loved in the community. This one is the vintage as well. This one is a base on my skin. I've heard this one got reformulated and it's not as strong, but it's still good enough for the summer. That's what I'm talking of. Your feedbacks, people tell me that, because I honestly haven't tested the new formulation on my skin, so I just can't really say how does it last or how does it project. But I'm just saying whatever you guys tell me. So whatever you guys telling me from your own experience, I'm just say it in front of the camera, okay? But this one, on the other hand, this is the vintage. It just performs great on my skin. One of my absolute favorite scents. I bought this one brand new, and look, for the amount of bottles that I have in my collection, look how much I've worn of it. And I'm just thinking of getting a backup bottle, just because this one kind of resembles Aventus in a way, but it's different enough than Aventus, okay? I can use Aventus for certain occasions, and I can use this for totally different occasions as well. This is definitely much fruitier, sweeter, more citrusier. It's definitely citrusier, and it's summerier than Aventus. And Aventus got birch tar to kind of like gives it that smoky factor. This one's got cedar wood and a woodsy backbone into it. So they are different fragrances in a way, and it gives its own vibe, totally different than Aventus. And I'm happy just to own Aventus and own this one at the same time. And if I have these two fragrances, I'm good when it comes to the Aventus like colognes out there. There's a bunch of them out there, but I personally think these two are my favorites. And Cedrat Boisé is definitely a great scent to try out if you can't afford Aventus. In my honest opinion, don't go for those clones and just go for this one instead. At least this is kind of like a genuine, unique fragrance, repeatable fragrance from a repeatable brand, and you know that you just have quality stuff through and through. Cedrat Boisé is definitely my favorite when it comes to the Mancera brand. It is one of my most complimented scents as well, and I'm pretty sure it is one of your favorites as well, and one of your most complimented scents as well. Cedrat Boisé, it's a must-have in everybody's collection. Even though you own Aventus, try to get Cedrat Boisé as well, especially that you just can have it discounted nowadays with a reasonable price. I find it all the time for sale for like $70, $80, $90, which is a great deal on its own for a 120 ml bottle. This is a must-have. Mancera is such a great fragrance. Mancera is such a great house, and Cedrat Boisé is such a great fragrance. And this is pretty much it, guys. I just don't want to talk way too much. I just don't want to make this video way too long. So please let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of these 5 fragrances that I showed you guys today from the house of Mancera? Do you have any favorites? Please let me know in the comment section down below. What are your favorites? The favorites that I missed on this video. Probably I'm just gonna do a part 2 in the near future. If you are interested in a part 2, my favorite Manceras out there, please comment in the section down below and I'll do a part 2 for you, okay? Don't forget to give me as many likes as you can possibly give. My goal for this video is 300 likes, so please make this video 300 likes or more to make me happy. And don't forget to click that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it, and follow me on Instagram, okay? And this is pretty much it, and I know sponge making smelling good always easy. Peace.